Hey, hello, and good morning, both beautiful people of both YouTube and Instagram. So I am doing a double video, so I'm going to post this both on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram feed. So happy Saturday. Hopefully you all are having a good start to your weekend. It is delightfully dreary here in the QC, and I'm coming to you live in the living color from Club Home, where I'm usually am 98% of the time. So this is going to be this week's Magnificent Monday / Weekly Sipping Sunday. So the reason why I am doing this video and my child just busted into my room, or excuse me, my fur child just busted into my room, is because I was sick last weekend, so I did not do Magnificent Monday or Weekly Sipping Sunday like I did. So that's why I'm doing this double video. And give me 1 second. This is what happens when you have a dog and she likes to bust in your room like she's the police. So I apologize, I missed both Weekly Sipping Sunday and Magnificent Monday. So like I said, this is why I'm doing this double video. I'm posting it to both of my channel and my feed. So to those of you who may have lost a loved one this past week, or yeah, this past week, and also going into last week, definitely sending light and love and condolences to you all, as losing a loved one is never an easy thing to go through. To those of you who got married these past 2 weeks, congratulations on your recent nuptials, and I wish you all a lifetime of love and happiness. So first of all, I want to send my condolences, sending light and love and condolences to my girl Nikki. Unfortunately, she found out that a cousin of hers was murdered, and unfortunately she found out via social media on Facebook. So it was the first thing she saw on her timeline. So it's bad enough when you lose someone, but to find out that way it's just horrible in itself. And sorry, I am still getting over a cold, so, and I'm still coughing up the last little quarter of my lung. So if I sound like the relic, I apologize in advance. But definitely sending light and love and condolences to Nikki and her family as they grieve the loss of her cousin. And just to lose someone to in such a tragic manner, and to find it out that way is just adding insult to injury. Definitely want to send light and love and condolences to a page that I follow on both Instagram and Facebook, the Blue Boys. So they are two staffy bully dogs. They're really sweet. So there were two. It's Darren and Philip, better known as Zazzle and Philly. So unfortunately, Darren, aka Zazzle, made his transition to the Rainbow Bridge on Thursday. So, and of course, his family is heartbroken. They're devastated, and I know, Philly, that was his buddy. So we know that Philly is definitely especially heartbroken. So, anytime you lose a fur baby, it's just a hard loss to get over, because they are not just a pet, they are a family. And as someone who's lost a fur baby, you know, I understand the pain of losing a fur baby. You want to keep them around forever, and life is never going to be the same. So, definitely sending love and light to Jen Lachlan. If I'm mispronouncing his name, I definitely apologize in advance. Their daughter Penelope, and of course Philly. I found out about them through Facebook, and I started following their page a couple of years ago, and I have to tell you, they are spoiled rotten. Which is how I believe every dog should be. They should be loved, spoiled, rotten, living their best life. But unfortunately, excuse me, Darren was 12, and right before he transitioned, they said he had had a rough 24 hours, so they knew that time was coming. So I just hope that when he did make his transition, that he did it on his terms, and they didn't have to call the vet to have him euthanized. So I hope he went naturally and not that way, because I remember, when our other fur baby T-Rex made his transition to the Rainbow Bridge in 2017, the weekend before he died, I talked to him. I said, um, you know, when you're ready to go, you can go. We're gonna miss you, and I hope, and I said, I was just hopeful that he went on his own terms, and he did. He went in my mom's arms. So, and I remember that because it's been almost 6 years since he went to the Rainbow Bridge, and of course I miss him every day. And every time I see a black lab puppy, I always say, that looks like a little T-Rex. And I'd always tell T-Rex, I was like, I know, I think every black lab puppy and adult dog, I think, is you. So, but yeah, definitely sending so much love and light to the Blue Boys and their family. It's gonna be a hard loss, and I did go and hug Lily a little extra tight yesterday after I found out the news, and I knew that post was coming. So it's it really is tough to lose a fur baby, especially when you're so attached and they really are your baby. So, you know, but may he fly high at the Rainbow Bridge, and I know they will definitely see him again when they all make their eventual transitions, and I know it's going to be a sweet reunion. So in the meantime, we know is that they better be spoiling him even more rotten than he was by his family while he was here. So if you have a fur baby, definitely hug them a little extra tight. Love on them while you still have them. Definitely cherish each moment. I can say one thing: it's never a dull moment with my fur baby. I love her to death, even when she cusses me out. Sorry. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and drink some orange juice. So definitely wanted to send light and love to both Nikki and the Hall family on the loss of Nikki's cousin and the loss of their fur baby. So last weekend, I ended up getting sick, and I am recovering from a cold. So this is the first cold I've had since the start of the pandemic. So, and thank God it is a cold. I did test myself because I still had one COVID test that I had from work, and I did test negative for COVID. So thank you, Lord. It is not COVID. I will take a cold over COVID any day. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm still coughing and hacking up a lung. So usually when I get a cold, it usually takes me a full 2 weeks to get over it fully. So since yesterday marked a week since I got sick, so now I'm just at the tail end where I'm coughing and hacking up my lung. So, excuse me. So typically when I get a cold, usually I'll get a sore throat immediately. I've woke 9 times out of 10. Last time I got a cold, I woke up with a sore throat. If it doesn't go away immediately, then I know I'm getting a cold. So what what I do and what works for me, because I hate having a sore throat. I don't know anybody that likes having a sore throat, okay? So I just I have been sucking on cough drops like freaking candy, like freaking peppermint. So I went to sleep with two on each side of my mouth, or one on each side of my mouth, I should say. So I do not, and I just kept, every time I finish two, I pop in two more. That's just what works for me. And I was in the bed pretty much all weekend. I did not go to work last Sunday because I was so, yeah, I'm like, yeah, my body was like, bitch, if you don't go lay down, okay? So, and when I was really sick last weekend, I just watched the Pink Panther here on YouTube, and I watched it till I fell asleep, and then it was watching me. So, but I am feeling better. I'd say I'm about 90%. I'm not to the point where, I could go do a jig if I really wanted to. Because I've been down this road, I think I'm feeling better. Then I'll start trying to be active and getting back into it. Then my body's be like, didn't we tell you to go sit down somewhere? You don't learn. So I'm forcing myself to just really take it easy. So my exercise routine has really took a hit, and I'll be honest with you, I've been completely lazy too, because I've just been tired. So, but I'm definitely needing to ease back into that. So I'm getting back into walking, and I knew I was sick because I did go for a walk last Saturday, and I did something I really shouldn't have done, was wash my hair, which is why Francesca looks like this. She's still deep poofing. But I digress. But I went for a walk, and my legs started hurting us, like, because I was just trying to, you know, just do something simple to try and be a little active. And yeah, I was like, yeah, I should have known better. Sometimes I'm a glutton for punishment. But like I said, I'm definitely on the mend. Dad had a cold first. He gave it to me. So, and now unfortunately my brother's got it. So we're all on the mend. But I'm definitely not coughing as much. The only time I really cough when I have a cold is when I'm trying to cough up that crap. So, and I definitely have been having to use my inhaler a lot more, which is why I have not been taking Benadryl, or AK as I like to call them, my night pills. Because unfortunately, since I do have asthma and having a cold, I wanted to be really careful with that. I only took them last Friday when we came back home so I could get some sleep. Um, but I did take them Thursday, because for me, Benadryl, since if I don't keep Benadryl in my system, my skin really starts to itch. And when you have the migraine itch, you scratch in one place, then it moves. Then if you're out in public and you can't scratch in certain places, or you could, but yeah, you get those looks. So, so I took some Benadryl Thursday to get some sleep, and it really helped. And I definitely felt better. But like I said, I've just been taking it easy. I've been drinking lots and lots of orange juice. I'm now starting to get back into my water, because that's one thing I really didn't drink when I was sick, because I'm a firm believer in the healing power of orange juice. That's one of the main things I go to when I get a cold. I get plenty of rest. I drink orange juice, and I suck on cough drops like peppermints. I did take some Robitussin, and my dad got this a version called Safe Tussin. So basically, it's like Coricidin, but it's for people that have diabetes and high blood pressure, and it's a safe version of Robitussin to take, because it doesn't have any sugar. any alcohol, no dyes, no gluten. It has the stuff that's in Robitussin, this Safe Tussin doesn't have. And it's clear. So when I looked at the bottle, I was like, this ain't nothing but some simple syrup, okay? But when I tasted it, I was like, eh. Yeah, I was like, ugh. I thought Robitussin was bad. That Safe Tussin ain't got nothing on. That stuff is nasty as hell. But that's how you know when the medicine works, when it tastes bad. Sorry, y'all. Mm. That's what happens when you have to cough up the last little bit of lung. But so now I've gotten to the point where I'm not taking as much of the Safe Test, and I might go ahead and take some just to get it out my system, but at least I'm not waking up and coughing. So that's how I know I'm definitely getting better, and I'm back to where I don't have to use my inhaler as much. So, and especially with the changing of the seasons, that's definitely helping too, because like I told my doctor, I said, I only have to use my inhaler during pretty much fall and winter, but spring and summer, I'm good to go. I really don't have to use it. So, and plus I have allergies, but I've been having allergies all my life. So, yeah, I'm just a walking myriad of health problems. But it is what it is. Um, let's see. So, what all has happened? So, when I was out last Sunday from work, I heard it was really, really heavy. They had nearly 500 pieces for the 11 o'clock drop. I don't think they had a 1 o'clock, and then they had turned around and had nearly 300 pieces at 4. So, yeah. And one of my coworkers is still out she's still dealing, excuse me, with the loss of her mom. So hopefully she'll be back at work tomorrow. So, and we'll just take it from there. But other than that, Monday night for President's Day, we had us third shift people. We had the night off, so I spent the night in bed. So yeah, last weekend was my weekend to just really, really rest, and some stuff I really wanted to get done I didn't get to do, so I'm gonna do that here today. Um, so event number 2 has happened. So me and Dad went to see Cat Williams for the 2023 and Me tour for his stop here in Charlotte. So big shout out to Cat Williams, Tony Roberts, Tommy Davidson, Mark Curry, Pretty Ricky. Special shout out to the musical acts, um, Little Mo, and the Lady of Rage herself. So we knew about the comics on the tour, but we didn't know that they were bringing any musical acts. So that was a nice little treat before the show really started. And it was really funny. Matter of fact, these people that were sitting behind us, they bought me and Dad a drink. I want to say maybe like a vodka and cranberry, but it was really good. And they gave Dad a shot of Hennessy and something else in it. So, and we didn't have to pay for those drinks. So, and it's like me and Dad were talking about that. It's like everywhere we go, we always make a friend, and we weren't being talking and all, because we were both sick. And so, well, we always made friends no matter where we go. But we had a good time at the show. Definitely laughed our asses off. Tony Roberts is a damn fool. um the DJ was all right. Some of the songs the way that he mixed them in transition, I was like, yeah. But it is what it is. So, event number 3 is my birthday weekend. So, since my birthday is a month from tomorrow, so good Lord willing, I will be turning 43. So I have decided I'm going to be doing actually 2 events. So it's it's gonna be a weekend event. So Saturday, March the 18th, I'm planning to go to the Mint Museum because they have a Picasso exhibit. So I'm definitely gonna do that. Then once I go do that, and I hear that exhibit's supposed to last about 2 hours, so I'm either gonna go find me a bar and have me a drink, or go get me into something to eat before I head back home. And then Sunday, my birthday, March 19th, there is I think it's called Melanin and Mimosas and a day party. I forget exactly where it's at, but it's mimosas, brunch, and a day party, and it's from 1 to 7. So, and since I've already requested my birthday off and I don't have to work it, so I'll definitely we will be doing that. So I will be thoroughly lit like a Christmas tree my birthday weekend. So, excuse me. So that's event number 3. Event number 4, there's going to be an Empanada Fest that's coming. I want to say it's Saturday, maybe April the 1st. I think I'll have to look and I'll get back to y'all on that. So I'm definitely going to that because you know what? Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever had an empanada. Well, no time like the present because I love to eat, as you can obviously tell. And of course, the event itself is free and parking is free, but of course, you got to pay for food and all that fun stuff. So, so definitely check out Eventbrite. You can find tons to do in your area. So I'm definitely going through and finding lots of good events. There's a beer fest that my dad is going to go to in April, and I'm not going because I don't drink beer. I just don't like beer at all. It's like, no. So there is that. Then in May, there's going to be a yoga fest coming, so I'm definitely going to be going to that. So that's why I definitely have to get back into my yoga routine, so I won't cramp up when I'm out there doing yoga and having a good time. Let's see. So since I was sick, I did not listen to an audiobook this week, so I'm going to be doubling up. So I will let you know the 2 audiobooks that I listened to and give you my feedback on those. So I did listen to Gabrielle Stone's sequel to Eat, Pray, FML. So it's called The Ridiculous Misadventures of a Single Girl. And we definitely got to find out, what happened with her divorce and all that fun stuff, and what she had been up to since she came back from her trip. And there were times where I just wanted to roll my eyes, and I'm like, bitch, get it together, okay? But I'm glad she found her person, and as last I heard, they're engaged, and the person she's engaged to, he has a daughter, and she gets along well with the daughter, so it's like one big happy family. But The Ridiculous Misadventures was a really good book, but like I said, if you read Eat, Pray, FML and you loved it, you'll definitely like this book. You'll probably be like me, and at times you will want to roll your eyes. You'd be like, slap her. Tell her, get it together. 2 and together, bitch. Okay? So I have not done a review on it on Audible, but I will definitely do that here in a little bit, and I will definitely be saying some of the stuff that I'm telling y'all now. But like I said, Eat, Pray, FML wasn't for everybody, and The Ridiculous Misadventures of a Single Girl is not for everybody, but I thoroughly enjoyed The Ridiculous Misadventures of a Single Girl, and I love that she got to travel and went to different places, so that she definitely inspired me to definitely want to make plans to go overseas, but baby steps. First, I gotta manifest a rich friend. But yeah, I definitely you know, she has some advice that you can definitely take to heart. You can definitely learn from what she's been through. And, you know, as someone who has been divorced, and, you know, my divorce was pretty drama free. I actually, matter of fact, even when I was pronounced divorced, I didn't even show up for that. But that's another story for another time. um, let's see what else is going on. Oh, so congratulations to Team White Chocolate for the Splatfest. I certainly had fun, and of course I can't wait for the next one. And I have been playing a little bit, trying to get my stats up a little bit. So excuse me. So if anybody is looking for fellow Splatoon players or just wants to add me as a friend on Nintendo Switch, definitely send me a DM on Instagram at beautifully chaotic soul child. I can't talk today. And just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to add you as a friend. Or even if you see me play in Splatoon 3, my player name is Lucy Flea, so it's Lucyflea. So Lucy with a capital L and Flea with a capital F, like in Frank. So I'm pretty much hard to find. Not pretty much hard to find. I'm pretty much easy to find. um, let's see what else has been going on. So I'm still binge watching New Girl. I have finished season 1, so I'm watching the first disc of season 2. So, and I just love Zoe Deschanel. She's absolutely adorable. And, you know, at times I identify with myself as some of the characters in the show. I identify a lot as Jess. I think professionally, I do identify a lot with Nick. Schmidt. I love Schmidt. um, certain aspects of his personality, I do identify with a little bit. And of course, I love Winston, and Winston reminds me of one of my best friends, Chuck. So, but everybody on the show is great. So I will definitely keep binge watching it until I finish the entire series. What else is going on? But the agenda for this week is just go through reorganizing my CD collection, um, getting rid of some stuff. Since I still haven't done my taxes, I am definitely doing those today. And I do need to take out some fish, because I'm gonna have fish for dinner, boil some eggs because I'm gonna make some deviled eggs, and clean my CPAP equipment. Since it's 11:38, I'll probably, since I'm gonna be up for a little bit longer, I'll probably wait and clean. Well, since I've taken my stuff apart, I might as well go ahead and clean my CPAP equipment now and just get it over with. But anyway, so, but other than that, that's all I got. So my free subscription to Apple Music ended, and I just got another one, so I'm good for another 2 months. So I'll definitely be streaming some more albums and stuff like that. Aside from that, yeah, that's all I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here so I can go ahead and handle my business for the rest of the day. But you all have a fabulous weekend. So to my beautiful Instagram people, I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for Weekly Sipping Sunday. And for my beautiful YouTube people, I will see you back for Magnificent Mondays. So since this is the final weekend of February, so I'm not going to sign off just yet, but once I do Weekly Sipping Sunday tomorrow, Magnificent Mondays on Monday, then I will sign off. So yeah, like I always say, you all have a good day, have a good week, don't let anybody get you down, Keep your vibrations and energies high. Continue to stay safe. Definitely spread love. Give somebody a hug. And I will see you beautiful people tomorrow and Monday as we will be back on schedule. And before I go, since it is officially Pisces season, shout out to my fellow Pisces people because you know they save the best for last. So, to all my fellow Pisces, I hope you have a fabulous Pisces season. And March is going to be a big month because a lot of people I know, a lot of wonderful people that I know were born in March. So, yeah, March is going to be a good month. And of course, I have to get myself ready for my annual Selena Angel Day celebration, but that's another that's another story for another time. So, this is your girl, the Eternal Flower Child from Instagram, and Beautifully Witchy here on YouTube, signing off. So, I will see you beautiful people over the next few days to cap out the month of February. Talk to y'all then. Bye, y'all.